Ndewo, hi. I'm Yvonne Mbanefo and welcome again to my channel, the Learn Igbo channel. In this video, we're going to talk about dialects, Igbo dialects, and which one you should learn. So one of the questions I've been getting over the years from people who are learning Igbo or want me to teach them Igbo or their children Igbo, one of the questions I keep getting is, what dialect do you teach in? And can you teach my child Onisha dialect, or can you teach my child Item dialect or Mbise dialect or Iza dialect, So, and I always give one answer. I always say, start with the general one that everybody speaks, which is Igbo Izugbe, the central or formal written or spoken Igbo. And that involves the Igbo that is used in broadcast, in education, in formal documents, but most especially the form of Igbo that is spoken in like Enugu City or Onisha City or Owerri City as well. So because if you learn the dialect of the village or the place you're from, you run the risk of other people not understanding what you're talking about. So what's the point in learning Igbo if many people that you meet don't understand what you're saying? Because we live in a global world now. So you're not going to learn Igbo and then live in your village. But you can learn Central Igbo and then start learning. After learning Central Igbo, then you can now start adding elements of your local dialect and then use that when you speak to people from your village or your town or wherever, or even your family members. A long time ago, when I was in my first year in secondary school, a boy came down to Enugu to go to high school in Enugu, and he lived in the north. So the very first Igbo lesson we had was the teacher asked us if we knew how to sing any Igbo song or children's songs or nursery rhymes. And this boy raised his hand. He was so eager. And the teacher asked him to sing. And then he came up and he sang Nwannono nta turuzanzan turunza inebe ehu eme gini. And then everybody started laughing. And you know how cruel kids can be. So the boy was so puzzled. He didn't know why we were laughing. And being someone who didn't grow up in the East and wasn't particularly fluent in Igbo, he felt really hurt that this one thing he knew how to sing in Igbo, people were laughing. But he didn't know that he was singing the nursery rhyme in his local Nkano dialect, because his parents are from Nkano and all he heard them speak was Nkano dialect in his house up in the north of Nigeria. So, but the nursery rhyme he sang, the central Igbo version of it is Nwannono nta turuzanzan turunza inebe ahụ eme gịnị ana m atụrụ nne m ose tukene ka isi atụ pee pee tụ nwoke n'ike n'ike tụ nwanyị n'ike n'ike anya mmiri pipiro piro piroro pee. So that's the central Igbo version of that nursery rhyme. His own version was completely fine. It's just that because he was amongst people who are not from Nkanu, where he's from. Everyone started, and nobody expected that from coming from him. So, and you find some children or second generation Igbo children who live in diaspora. Some of them have that problem as well. They grow up in a household where the parents are from the same place, maybe Mbise or Ohofia, and they're speaking Ohofia dialect. And then when the child goes out and mixes with other Igbo people and they start speaking, everyone's trying to show off their Igbo. They speak the one they know, which is their local dialect. You either get people laughing, and I'm mostly a lot of that laughter is from people who can speak Igbo, and that's language shaming, which I will create another video about language shaming as well. So these are beautiful dialects. I come from two different places in Igbo land, and I'm married to someone that's from a different place in Igbo land. I'm from Ezago. I'm a Wawa girl, so we speak the Wawa dialect. My mother's from Mbise in Imo State, and then my husband is from Nnewi in Anambra State. So these are three different dialects. Beautiful dialects on their own. But the problem with speaking these dialects where people don't understand them, or where people, might shame you, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you have a thick enough skin, it doesn't matter if the people laugh. They're laughing at themselves. But back to the question, what dialect should you learn? Being that all these dialects are also not economically viable for people to create learning materials in, you're not very likely to find books in Ogidi dialect or Onisha dialect or Asaba dialect. So you're more likely to find books and materials in Central Written Igbo and Central Spoken Igbo. So my answer to this question is start with Central Igbo dialects, which is a mix from different ones. But it's better that you learn Central Igbo and then start learning strains of your own dialect, of your own local dialect, than you don't learn Igbo at all. Because I've had a parent say, "Oh, if you're not teaching my son Umahia dialect, then there's no point." I don't know how to speak Umahia dialect because I'm not from Umahia. But that's besides the point. That doesn't mean anyone learning in that dialect is wrong. It just means you're most likely to not find many people speaking the dialect once you leave the vicinity of your kinsmen or your village or your town people. So that's it for now. If you liked this, what dialect does your people speak? What dialect does your village back in Igbo land speak? Put that down on the comment section. And if you like this video, like it. And then if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I upload new videos. That's it for now. Komesia. See you soon.